my channel, you know I try to bring you things off the beaten trail, the places where other people don't go, where tourists don't go, find you new places. But today I'm going to bring you somewhere that is so heavily on the tourist trail. Everyone comes here, it gets packed out, it gets rammed. But I need to show you this because this is Chinatown. And just to start here, shark's fin. Look at the size of those shark's fins that they eat here. But we'll get back to that in a minute. There's all sorts goes on. It's a real melting pot. It's a real crazy, vibrant place that will get packed out in a couple of hours. I'm slightly early, it's daylight. People are setting up their shops. I would say this place is really worth coming to. So how to get here? I come by car, so I'm going to start there. Now this is probably not the most obvious way, but if you rented a car, or if you've driven up from Malaysia or down from Vietnam or around Thailand and you watch my videos, then I'll tell you about cars. The first thing is, you are not going to find a parking space in Chinatown. But if you drop car park into GPS, it will come up with a load of underground car parks. And the pricing is pretty good. It's 40 baht for the first 3 hours and then 50 baht an hour afterwards. You can't get any better than that. The second way I'm going to show you, and it's going to be the main way for people to come here if you're a tourist, is by train. Because 4 years ago, they pushed the metro system right through under here. So if you look for the blue line, then you look for Wat Mang Gon station and you head for that. So very easy to get here on the train. So let's go and check this station out because it's quite interesting. You can really tell this is Chinatown Station because we have all these big Chinese style murals with a dragon here. And then also, if I bring you right over here, we've got a dragon hanging off the roof. You can see kind of right in the middle here, not far from anything. This big map here gives a really good feel for where we are. You can see Wat Mang Gon station right here on this road and then parallel Chinatown. So the station is quick, easy to find, easy to get to, and it's great for tourists. No more hassling with taxis or with tuk-tuks, Rotsang Tau, anything like that. But also, like so many places in Thailand, you cannot bring durian onto the metro system. This lady here is selling grilled sweet corn, sweet potatoes, and the biggest fish balls you will see in your life. This is a pharmacy. You can see really old-fashioned, old glass tables and the wood. And he's also selling a lot of herbs and different medicines, very, very traditional stuff. Here is a very old traditional restaurant and you can see the giant shark's fins in the window. This seller here is selling rice soup with seafood. So you order the rice soup and you can have squid or fish or prawns chopped up into them. And he's got other vegetables that he throws in to add to it. Here is shark's fin. Shark's fin is really popular on this street. You'll see so many places selling it. And just in case you forget where you are, so aside from shark's fin, we have bird's nest. That's really popular with Chinese people and you'll see it for sale up and down. Basically, this is not like a normal bird's nest where it's made out of sticks and mud. This bird is a special type of bird and it actually vomits up its nest. So Chinese people eat it and think it has benefits. And just over here, I'm going to show you fish maw because this is made into a soup. This is an internal organ that is gas filled and is regarded by the Chinese as really one of the top 3 or 4 delicacies from the sea. There's also quite a lot of smaller hotels. So if you want to, you can stay right in the midst of all this hustle and bustle. Here's a pharmacy on the road and you can see it's not just the modern products in boxes and bottles. He's got loads of traditional dried herbs and things like that. You can see here these dried herbs in bags the potency I can smell from here. So a Chinese Chinatown pharmacy is going to be a lot more than just your usual pharmacy. And here is actually a London black cab, although it's blue. And there are actually quite a few of these here because a few years ago they actually assembled these locally, and there's a good few of them in Thailand. So if you're wandering down through Chinatown, you might actually see a black cab. I told you about Bird's Nest, literally 100 meters up the road, and then I come across a whole shop selling Bird's Nest. So that kind of cements my point, and I'm not going to mention these again on this video. We're done with Bird's Nests now. Although this was once the business hub of Bangkok, and you could say of Thailand, that's moved away, but there's still a huge amount of wealth in this square kilometre. And my case in point, there are 2 Maybachs parked here in two-tone colours and a Rolls Royce. And then just to kind of add to the whole Chinatown vibe, we have tall coaches all the way down the other side and lanterns hanging over the road. Only in Chinatown. And here is a lady who is getting married, and this is all her photographers doing something in Thailand they call pre-wedding. You are never far from a 7-Eleven in Thailand, and there are loads of them. And while I am here, you see all the council workers. These guys are going to be working all night. There is going to be so much rubbish that is generated in this next 500 meters in the next 5 or 6 hours. These guys are going to be super busy all night. You are never far from an ATM in Thailand, so you never have to plan here. Wherever you go, you'll find ATMs everywhere. You never need to plan, you never need to check how much money you've got. You just roll out, and if you need money, there'll be a machine within a few hundred meters. A lot of restaurants in Chinatown have really big reputations. They're very famous and people come a long way to eat in them. And clearly this restaurant at 7 o'clock on a Monday evening has a big reputation. I mean, if you look at the queue of people standing out there, they've got something worth eating, or at least people think so. These ladies here are selling mango and sticky rice. This shop here is selling dried food. I like this bicycle, kind of cheekily parked here. The guy must work somewhere, maybe he's going to be here all night, because he's put a flap on his basket and said, "Don't chuck your rubbish in." I like that. And here's more dried food. These are herbs this time. We've got a shop full of dried herbs, and we've got the shark's fins again. When you get to the middle of Chinatown, the vibe kind of builds up and everything's lit up, and you can see these buildings and these old Chinese signs going on. It really hits a peak as you get to the middle. And now we're getting to 7 o'clock on a Monday, and just look at that traffic. It is slowing up now, getting really slow. Loads of taxis, loads of tuk-tuks, loads of vans. I've got tuk-tuks here, tuk-tuks behind me, buses coming down. This is getting busy now, and we're still a long way from peak. You'll also see a lot of cats walking around, ducking and diving. Durian is popular in Thailand, and there's quite a lot of durian for sale down here. It's quite expensive as well. You pay about 1,300, 1,400 per kilogram, but it's cool stuff. I have the taste for it. A lot of places ban it because it smells really pungent, a lot of hotels, and I showed you on the metro station before, you couldn't bring durian, but it's very popular. Sugarcane smoked duck. You know as much as I do, so I'm going to stop right there. Just like anywhere else in Bangkok, we have cannabis shops, and I'm sure that won't be the last. And in fact, as I say that, we have another one right next door. And here we have black sticky rice, coconut pancakes, and of course there's a massage shop. This is another really popular Thai snack. They get horse chestnuts and they cook them in this huge pot with this like charcoal in there, and they cook them up in that. It's a very, very popular snack in Thailand. You'll see quite a few of these up and down this road. All the soys off it are lined with food people, and they're lined with pretty stationary traffic trying to squeeze through. But you can see all around me, there is so much food going on up and down every soy. So it's not just the main strip. Up and down all the deep soys, it's full of people selling food, and it's equally as busy. I mean, look at that sea of people coming towards me now. These are also very popular bird's eggs fried up. One of the really good developments in the past few years is to put this fencing out in the evenings so people can actually walk down. It used to be a nightmare with traffic trying to squeeze down this road, and it was quite dangerous with the cars in this lane and everyone on a tiny pavement. But in the last few years, they've put this fencing out every night. You can see it here, and it means that the lane on the edge is for walking, and that is a really good idea. Just look how busy it is here and over there. And this is Monday night I've come down here to do this. Here you can buy squid, and it's grilled right in front of you. You can also sit there, dip your feet in fish and watch the world go by. It's Monday evening, so I am not going to sit down and eat a big meal. So I'm going to stop at this grilled cellar. You get all sorts of stuff, and it's priced from 10 baht, 15 baht, 20 baht, 30 baht, and you can see each container's got different prices on it. And you get all sorts of stuff. You got like prawns, you got squid, you got mussels, and you got all sorts of vegetables, fish balls, all that kind of thing. But what I like here is most of them do it over flames, over coal. But this guy is doing it in water, and that's quite unusual here. You don't get a lot of people do that sort of thing here yet. Very popular in Malaysia to do it in water, but in Thailand, still quite rare. And it also means it's quite soft and it's not burnt the living daylights out of it. So before I tackle that spicy grilled, I'm gonna get longan juice, and I'm gonna get a coconut milk ice cream. My abs are gonna check out tonight, but I don't come here often. Grilled mushrooms, here we go. These are black rice pancakes with coconut, and they actually taste pretty good. I hope you've enjoyed this quick look at Chinatown on a Monday evening, packed, crazy, mental, nuts, and such a good vibe, such a good atmosphere, but very, very busy. You do have to squeeze, you have to push it around a bit, you have to queue up for food. I'm back at the Chinatown Mall. My car's somewhere down underneath. Song Roy Sip, cop and cab. So I've been here since about 5 o'clock, it's nearly 9 o'clock. Song Roy Sip, 220 baht. That is not bad, right bang in the middle, cop and cab of Chinatown. Parking is pretty cheap here. Chinatown never sleeps. I am just about to leave, but I just wanted to stop and show you this, because just off the main side we've got people selling second-hand goods. We've got a guy here writing a sign. I got a coffee machine sitting on a table, 10 baht for a shot of coffee, with a motorcycle, taxis with delivery guys, getting a hit to keep them awake all night. This is going to be rocking on tonight. And what I also forgot to tell you was about Chinatown as well. I've been that busy rushing around. This community was founded around about 200 years ago by Chinese immigrants. This became the hub of business in Thailand, but in the last 100 years or so, it's moved away, and really now it's a hotspot of kind of Chinese culture and Chinese tradition. Well, there's a lot of business goes on here, but the big stuff has moved away into the newer parts of town. That's me, I'm about done. But Chinatown is a long way from sleeping at 9 o'clock on a Monday. But I need to be out of here. Hope you got a snapshot. I hope you just got like the crazy, the hectic, the hustle, the bustle, the crazy vibe in this place. It's chaos, it's disorganized, it's mental, you're pushing your way around, it's too many people, too many cars, too many people asking you, too many people in your face, but it's epic. And in my videos, I'm really trying to put places that you should go in Thailand when you're here. Obviously, Chinatown is top of your list. So I'm not like saying, here's something new, check it out. I'm saying, you've got this on your list. Make sure you fit it in, because it's completely mental, completely crazy. You probably only want to come here once, but it's worth doing. And with that, I am headed off back to life in the suburbs. A lot more peaceful, a lot more quiet than Chinatown.